We're just going to begin today's practice by lying on our backs and bringing awareness to our inhales and our exhales, feeling our chest rise and our chest fall with each breath. Perhaps just getting deeper into our awareness by bringing one hand onto the chest and one hand onto the belly, and feeling our chest rise and fall, feeling our belly rise and fall with each breath that we take. And when you're ready, we're going to begin today's flow by taking our arms all the way overhead and coming into a full body stretch, really pointing the toes, pointing the fingers here, stretching out any tension. And with every inhale that we take, we're going to bring the knees up in to the chest and engage the core. So inhale, knees come up, and exhale, take them back down. Inhale, bring the knees up, and exhale, release them back down, waking up the core. One more time now. Inhale, bring the knees up, exhale, relax. And this time when you bring the knees up, you're going to raise the shoulders, raise the head, and really give yourself a beautiful hug before allowing the knees to fall over to the right hand side, taking your arms into a T shape and coming into the spinal twist. And then inhale, bring the knees back to the center, and with your exhale, allow them to fall over to the left hand side, switching your gaze and keeping your arms in the T shape. And then bringing the knees back into the center, we're going to lift the head, lift the shoulders, giving ourselves a hug, and just rock from side to side, waking up that lower spine. And then when you're ready, we're going to take the legs up high, crossing the ankles, taking the hands underneath the knees, just begin to rock back and forth, engaging the core a few times, massaging the back, and then maybe you create so much momentum that you come all the way up to a seated position. And then when you're ready, inhale, take the arms all the way up to the sky, and exhale, twist over to the left hand side, really creating length at the spine here. And inhale, take the arms back up and twist over to the right hand side, keeping that length up the spine in this beautiful twist. Inhaling, the arms come back up to the sky, taking the hands onto the knees and just working through some seated cat-cow. So inhale, we bring the chest all the way through the arms, and exhale, we curve that spine, bringing the chin to the chest. And just taking this a few more times with the rhythm of your own breath. When you inhale, you push the chest all the way forward, and as you exhale, you curve that spine. And then with easy movement, we're just going to add some spinal circles. So bringing the chest all the way over the wrist and curving the spine as you come back down. And just taking this a few times in one direction and then moving and taking it in the other. Beautiful. And then releasing this movement, just taking some shoulder rolls in one direction and taking some shoulder rolls in the other, really working out any tension. Before we inhale, take the arms all the way overhead, and exhale, we release the hands on the back, popping the chest out, almost coming into a mini back bend here, really stretching out the chest. And then inhale, take the arms back up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold over the knees. Allowing the back to relax and release here in this forward fold, ready for the flow today, for engaging the core, working the back and the legs. Then inhale, bring yourself back to seated and take yourself into a tabletop position. So checking your alignment here, wrists under the shoulders, hips just above the knees. Working through some cat-cow, so inhale, drop the chest, look forward, and then as you exhale, you curve that spine, really pushing into those hands, releasing any tension in the shoulders and in the spine, and really starting to engage the core here. And then when you're ready, you're going to fire up that core. So releasing the back, you're going to stretch out your left leg and begin to flex the foot here as if you're pushing into an invisible wall. Take out your right arm, coming into your balancing table. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, bring the elbow to the knee and take it back out. and taking this a few more times, so elbow and knee come in to meet, and take it back out. Bring it all the way in and out. In, out, feeling that core firing up. You've got this. Take it in. Then when you take it out this time, you're going to bend the back leg, reaching around with your right hand and pushing into this foot, really open up the chest, coming into a mini back bend. Beautiful. And then keeping the leg in the sky, going to release the hand down, pivot in the back foot and move into a modified side plank, taking the arm overhead. Doesn't matter if you fall here, just come back and keep your balance. And then when you're ready, inhale, exhale, we're going to bring the elbow to meet the knee and take it back out. And take this 4 more times, so elbow and knee, take it back out. You've got this, feel the core burning, waking up now, creating strength here. And then when you're ready, you're going to release the left hand all the way down, keeping that leg in the sky and come through your 3-legged chaturanga. Taking the chest down, pushing into your upward dog, and then move back into your tabletop. Ready to take it on the other side. This time, stretching out the right leg, flexing that foot, pushing the visible wall, bringing the left arm out. We're going to inhale, then exhale, bring the knee to meet the elbow. Take it back out. And 4 more times, so knee and elbow, take it out. Feeling that core, you've got this. If you fall, get back up, you've got it. Take it in, take it out, take it in, and take it out. And again, we're going to bend the back leg, reaching around to come and grab it, open up this chest. If you don't find your leg, don't worry, just imagine that you're opening up this chest in whatever movement you do, and then releasing the left hand down, pivoting the back foot and coming in to your modified side plank, taking the arms overhead. And then inhale, exhale, bring the elbow to meet the knee, exhale out. Beautiful. Taking some amazing movement here, really engaging that core. 2 more times. Then when you're ready, taking the hand down, keeping the leg in the air and coming through your 3-legged chaturanga, releasing the chest, pushing into the upward dog. Check your left leg, check your right, and come back to your well-deserved child pose. I invite you to come a little bit deeper into this child pose by raising the elbows off the mat, coming onto the fingertips, really feeling the stretch in the shoulders here, before walking the hands all the way over to the left hand side, feeling a beautiful stretch down the right hand side. Breathing in and breathing out. And then walking the hands into the center. We're going to walk them all the way over to the right hand side now, creating space down the left. Beautiful. And then gently walking the hands back into the center, coming onto the palms. You're going to round the back, come all the way into your tabletop. Rechecking your alignments, making sure the wrists under the shoulders, hips just above the knees. We're just going to tuck the toes. Ensuring those palms are well grounded. We're going to push into our hands and come into our first downward dog. Pedaling one leg, pedaling the other. Bringing our big toes to touch again, stretch the right leg all the way up to the sky, pointing the toes, and work through some leg raises. So bringing it up and down 10 times. Really feeling the burn here. Enjoying all that yoga energy. 2 more times. And then when you're ready, coming into your 3-legged dog, you're then going to bring the right knee into the chest and step through into your low lunge. Releasing the back knee. Inhale, take the arms overhead. And as you exhale, you're going to move the elbows to the side, coming into your cactus arms, opening up that chest, coming into the mini back bend. And then inhale, take the arms all the way forward, bringing your palms to meet. You're then going to exhale, move back into your cactus arms, and taking this 2 more times. So inhale, come all the way forward. Exhale, come back into cactus arms. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back into cactus arms, and then inhale, take the arms all the way overhead and twist over to the right hand side. You're just going to pivot from the hips and just gently touch the back leg with your right hand, taking the left hand all the way overhead and then bringing it back into the center. Inhale, the arms come up to the sky, and exhale, releasing both hands to the mat. Just going to leave the left hand down and take the right hand up to the sky. Maybe opening your legs up into a lizard pose, bend the back knee, reach around your hand and opening up here. If not, you stay in your twist with your arm up to the sky. Then releasing the back knee down, you're going to take your hands into the mat and move back into your plank. So really round the shoulders here and then moving through your chaturanga. Coming into your upward dog, checking one leg, checking the other, and rolling over the toes, come back into your downward dog. Pedaling one leg, pedaling the other. And then bringing the big toes to touch, just going to stretch the left leg up to the sky this time. And again, we're going to take those leg raises, so taking them 10 times. Up and down, up and down. Really firing up the core here, engaging those leg muscles, feeling your hands grounded and strong here. Taking 2 more times. Taking this left leg back up to the sky, you're going to bend the knee coming into your split dog, really opening up the hips here, stretching here, and then bringing the left knee into the chest. You're going to step through to your low lunge, releasing the back knee. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, move the elbows to side, come into cactus arms, and then inhale, bring the arms forward, palms touch. Exhale, come back into cactus. Taking this movement 2 more times. So really waking up the chest, firing up the core, and then taking the arms up the sky. We're going to move to the left hand side this time, and then pivoting from the hips, we're going to touch the back leg with the hand, taking the right arm overhead, and then inhale, come back into the T-shaped twist, taking the arms up the sky, releasing both hands down to the mat. You're going to leave the right hand down, taking the left hand up the sky, and again you can move into this lizard legs and bending the back knee, reach around and open up the chest. If not, again you stay in your twist, but then when you're ready, release the back knee, releasing the hands down and move back into your plank and work through your chaturanga. Push into your upward dog, check one leg, check the other, and then release down into child's pose here. Calming the mind, slowing the breath again. And then if you search for a deeper stretch, you can take the right arm underneath the left, coming into your thread the needle pose. Working out any tension in the shoulders. And just releasing it here. Then inhale, come back to the center and take this stretch to the other side. And then when you're ready, we're going to continue with the flow by moving back into our tabletop position. Really ground the hands here, tucking the toes. Just going to lift the knees off the floor just a little bit, engaging that core, and then moving through some leg stretches, so lifting one foot off the floor, then moving to lift the other. Taking this a few times here, so switching legs, lift one up, lift the other, keeping strong and grounded in our shoulders and hands, lifting one leg up, lifting the other, and then lifting that right leg all the way up to the sky, stretching here, coming into your 3-legged dog. And then bending the knee into the chest, you're going to move through into your low lunge. So releasing the back knee all the way down. We're going to inhale, take the arms all the way overhead. And then keeping those back toe tucked, we're really going to engage the glutes here, engage the muscles, and then lift the knee up and release it back down and take it 2 more times. So up, down, up and down, really staying strong here, and then coming up into a high lunge. And coming into our first balancing pose here, we engage those back muscles, bringing the hands to prayer, and then move the back leg all the way forward, keeping the foot off the ground, that knee bent. Inhale, take the arms overhead, keeping the balance, and exhale, we're going to T-shaped twist over to the left hand side. Flexing that foot here before bringing the hands back up to the sky and then releasing them to prayer in the center of your chest. You're going to start to bring the chest all the way forward, moving into our flying warrior. So pushing that leg back, flexing that foot as if there's an invisible wall behind you, and bring the arms down to your sides. Gently releasing the right arm down, taking the left hand up to the sky, and move into our half moon pose. So stacking one hip on top of the other, flexing that foot, feeling strong here, you've got this. Before gently releasing the back leg down and moving back into our high lunge. Arms come overhead. And then releasing both hands down into the mat. You're going to take your leg back up the sky, so right leg comes high, and then move into your three-legged plank, holding here for releasing the leg down and work through your chaturanga. Come into an upward dog and then move back into your tabletop. And again, we're going to tuck the toes here, lifting the knees and work through the leg raises. So one leg comes up and the other, taking a few more times here. Just feeling strong in those shoulders, in those hands. And then this time, when you lift the left leg up, you're going to take it all the way up to the sky, come into your three-legged dog here. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knee, bringing it all the way into your chest and stepping through to your low lunge, releasing the back knee down, inhaling, taking the arms overhead, and then lifting that back knee up and take it back down. Up and down here, feeling strong, you've got this. And then taking the balance and poses on the other side. So this time, bringing the hands to prayer. You're going to step all the way forwards, lifting that foot off the ground, flexing that foot, keeping your balance here. Inhale, take the arms overhead, and exhale, T-shaped twist to the right hand side. It's okay if you fall, come straight back up and do it again. Inhale, come back to the center, and exhale, moving through to your flying warrior again. Taking the arms down by the side. Beautiful, flexing that back foot before releasing the left hand all the way down, taking the right hand up to the sky, coming into your half moon pose. Stacking the hips and then stepping back into our high lunge. Arms come all the way overhead. Beautiful. Then releasing both hands down, taking the left leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. And then keeping this left leg high, moving into your three-legged plank, releasing the knees down and taking a chaturanga. Beautiful. Come back into your tabletop and then sink back into your well-deserved child pose, catching your breath, slowing the heart, and just calming the mind for a moment here. Gently breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. But not letting go of this energy. So when you're ready, we're going to move back into our tabletop, ready to take the next flow. Pushing those hip bones up to the sky, move back to your down dog. Taking a few movement here before stretching out the right leg all the way up to the sky, bending this knee and moving through to your high lunge. So taking the leg all the way forward. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, we pivot the back foot and move into our warrior two, coming into a bit of a faster flow here. Inhale, take the arms forward, and exhale, move back into reverse warrior, opening up the chest. Inhale, move back to warrior two. Exhale, release the right elbow on top of the right knee and taking the left hand overhead. Before straightening the front leg and coming into triangle pose, opening the chest here. Inhale, bending the front knee, coming back into warrior two, and then bringing the back leg all the way forward. Right elbow meets left knee. Inhale, take the arms overhead. And as you exhale, you're going to bend that left leg, bringing the ankle on top of the right knee, and sit back into this pose, opening up the hips here, firing up those glutes, holding here. If you fall, doesn't matter. Inhale, come back up to standing, and exhale, we're going to bend that knee again and move back into our flying warrior. So pushing that leg all the way back into that invisible wall, arms come down by our side. Beautiful. And then step back into your high lunge, arms come overhead. Then exhale, release both hands into the mat. Right hand comes up to the sky, left hand stays down. Beautiful. Exhale, release both hands down and then step back into a three-legged dog. Right leg comes up high to the sky. Beautiful. Releasing the right leg down and taking the left leg up high. Really pointing the toes here, stretching here, bend the knee and step forward all the way into your high lunge. Inhale, the arms come all the way overhead, and exhale, move into your warrior two on your left hand side. Beautiful, standing strong here. Inhale, arm comes forward, exhale, move back into reverse warrior. And then gently moving back into our warrior two. Bending the front knee, you're going to bring the left elbow on top of the left knee, taking the right hand up high. And then straighten the left leg, move into your triangle pose, opening up the chest here. Beautiful. Bending the front knee, move back to warrior two, and then bringing the right leg all the way forward. Left elbow meets right knee. Beautiful, holding the balance. Inhale. And then taking the arms up to the sky, we're going to T-shaped twist to the right hand side this time. Bringing the palms forward, keeping our balance here. If you fall, don't worry, this is how we learn in yoga. Inhale, arms come up to the side. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer and bending that right leg, so bringing the ankle on top of the left knee and sitting down into this flying pigeon. Beautiful. Feeling the burn, feeling the energy. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing, releasing the leg, keeping the knee up. And exhale, move into your flying warrior, pushing into that invisible wall, flexing that foot, arms come down by the side, and then moving into our high lunge. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down, right hand stays down, left hand twists up. Beautiful. And then releasing both hands into the mat, we're going to move back to our three-legged down dog. Left leg comes high, before releasing it down, coming into our down dog. Inhale. And look in between your hands. You can walk, you can step, you can jump all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, straighten the back, and exhale, forward fold. Before slowly coming up, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to stand. So taking a moment here to pause before we come into practicing our tree pose. So putting all the way into the right leg, you're going to bring the left foot onto the calf, or you can bring it all the way up to the thigh. Whatever feels comfortable for you, you can even keep the toes on the floor, the heel of the foot on the ankle. I'm just going to hold it here, finding your focus point. Staying strong. And if you want to stay here in this practicing tree pose, then I invite you to stay here. If you want to go a little bit further, you can bend down and taking the toes into your hand, you can open the leg up to the side, taking your gaze over to the right hand side. And then if you want to go a bit further, you can switch legs, so switching hands to grab the toes and twisting the body here. A hard balance, and maybe if you fall, don't worry about it. Practice on the other side. And then just releasing the leg all the way down. Taking a few hip movements here, one way, taking the other, before coming to try it on the right hand side this time. So bringing your hands to prayer in the center of your chest, moving your foot into whatever position feels comfortable for you, maybe the calf, maybe the thigh, wherever it is, just staying here. Finding your focus point. And again, you can try and grab hold of the ankles. You can move to a wall to make it feel any better. As you can see, this is not my good side. But from your tree pose, if you'd like to go a bit further, you can bend down, taking hold of the toes with 2 fingers and taking the leg out to the side, so opening up the hip here, holding. And then if you want to progress or take it a bit further, you can switch hands coming into your twist. Not worrying if we fall, because this is how we learn in yoga. And then when you're ready, come to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms come up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold. And then stepping back into our plank and moving through the chaturanga. Upward dog. Gently moving back into our tabletop. And working through some cat-cows to release any tension off the back. So inhale, drop the chest, and exhale, push into those hands. Just taking this a few times with the rhythm of your breath. And then when you're ready, crossing the ankles on the back and coming all the way into a comfortable seated position, rolling back those shoulders. Gonna inhale, take the arms up to the sky, and exhale, releasing the left hand down. You're gonna move over with your right arm, just opening up the chest here, taking the gaze upwards. And then inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, release the right arm down, taking the left arm overhead, opening up here. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, we're going to twist over to the left hand side here. Ending the practice as we began. Inhale, come up. And exhale, twist over to the right hand side. Inhale, the arms come all the way up. And exhale, releasing the hands beside you. You're going to take the legs forward and slowly release the body down all the way into the mat. Bringing one knee into the chest, bringing the other, and giving yourself a well-deserved hug here. Gently rocking from side to side before allowing the knees to fall all the way over to the right hand side, taking our gaze over to the left. If you search for a deeper stretch of the shoulders, you can bring your arms into cactus arms here, or can keep them into T-shape, whichever feels good for you. But just allowing the body to begin to relax. Inhale, bring the knees back into the center, and exhale, allow them to fall to the opposite side, switching the gaze, feeling calmer in both the mind and the body here. And then coming into one more pose before we end the practice here. By bringing the knees into the chest and coming into our happy baby, so you can take your hands to the outside of the feet, opening up the hips here, bringing the knees to the side, or you can take your hands underneath the knees, opening up here, whichever feels more comfortable for you. But just imagine that you're pushing that spine back into the mat, really stretching the arms here. The arms remain straight, the shoulders into the mat. And when you're ready, bringing the feet together, hugging yourself one last time before releasing the legs all the way down, maybe taking the arms overhead, giving yourself a full body stretch before we come into the final pose of Savasana. And just begin to bring awareness into the body, into the breath. Imagine that with every inhale and every exhale, your body feels heavier, your mind feels calmer, and your breath feels deeper. Perhaps repeating with the rhythm of your breath, let go. Gently inhaling and gently exhaling here. Maybe beginning some small movements by moving the head one way, moving it the other. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring one knee into the chest, bringing the other, and giving yourself a well-deserved hug here. Maybe lifting the shoulders, lifting the head, and just rocking from side to side. Massaging that lower back before allowing the body to fall all the way to one side. Taking your hands underneath your head like a little pillow. Coming into this beautiful fetus pose. And then using your hands and keeping your eyes closed and your head heavy, you're just going to push yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Legs crossed or straight out in front of you, whichever feels good for you. And rolling back the shoulders, creating beautiful length of the spine. Just going to bring one hand to your chest and take the other hand to the floor beside you. Just grounding yourself here with your breath, with the earth, and maybe repeating to yourself, I am strong and I am grounded. And then bringing your chin into the chest and your hands into prayer. Just like you to blink your eyes open, coming back into the room, back into this moment. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste.